gold.
Nonsense.
The Golden God!
And he dragged you two into this nonsense?
I volunteered.
And how gold is not in her. She's a diamond under her. Wanna lay you down. I'll try my heart. Don't I know gold is
Oh, Dave, I've decided that I know we demoted you, right? But we gotta. There's a promotion.
That's pretty funny. We had made Dave the executive producer.
We found out he was Jewish. We were like, oh, you're the executive producer now. You can help us out.
But then he got his 23andMe back. 0.1% Ashkenazi Jew.
And check it out. A week later, they went bankrupt.
And they're selling all of our data. They're selling all your data.
All your DNA is up for grabs. Chinese biohackers. There's gonna be a Chinese Dave Show out there who's 1% Jewish,
but 100% soldier.
Yep.
Yeah, he's a super soldier.
So
Chinese.
when we found out he wasn't Jewish, we demoted him
Oh.
back to just regular producer.
Well, you could still be like you. Could still
But this is America, so the one drop rule counts. So, you're back to being executive producer, bro.
Yay!
Yes.
You hit the clap button.
Give us a C.
There it is. Give it up for Dave, the new executive producer.
Woo!
Let's get.
Wait. So he's back.
He's back.
He got rehired.
He's
back promoted.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. I enjoyed my time. I was a little hurt when you took me away from it, from the executive producer role. I was actually telling people about and the reasons why.
Yeah. And you didn't realize that being Jewish was one of those reasons?
Dude, it's your exceptional talent, but it's also like he has the blood of.
You're part of the tribe. You got the network.
He has the blood of the tribe of Judah. We got to get him in there. He's the son of Benjamin.
All right, have we started this show? Are we recording?
We are recording.
Everything's going?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Right.
Is it on me?
I have no idea. What do you think?
You want to rock, paper, scissors for it?
No, you do it.
No, you do it.
This is another edition of the world's greatest podcast. I'm your host, Charles Rapper. This is my co-host,
John Miller.
And this is Golden Nonsense.
Yeah! Go, Golden.
On today's illustrious episode, we are joined once again by one of our
sisters.
comedy sisters,
Woo!
Miss Keeley Allison, everybody.
Give it up for
Hello.
Keeley Allison.
Give it up for. Man, they were clapping harder.
The only good
For
white
you, I don't
woman
know how.
comic in Memphis, Tennessee.
The what?
The only good white woman comic in Memphis, Tennessee.
Wow.
The only one.
I'm not going to agree with that, but I can't.
Name another one.
I'm not
Name another.
I'm not going to argue with it.
Name another
I'm not
white
gonna-
woman
I'm not
comic
going to agree with it.
that Keeley doesn't stomp out right now. Name one. Exactly. Good
Thanks,
job, guys.
I really appreciate that.
It's not even. You should be thanking me
Why?
because Charlie doesn't agree.
Oh,
No, I can't think of anybody right now.
Exactly.
thanks, guys. I'll hopefully be coming out more and making people laugh more.
Hell yeah.
Look, you're the scene needs you.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, you're like
Like Catwoman?
no, not thieving. I want to say Catwoman. That's almost a little too hot.
Oh.
I was thinking maybe like what's the lady who used to cook?
Mm-hmm.
Paula Deen?
No, that's too old. Martha Stewart.
Martha Stewart. No, Julia Childs.
Julia Childs was cool. Well, no.
Yeah.
Rachel Ray
She was bad.
She was.
Have you guys heard that people think she's an alcoholic because she's gotten so like
Was
Rachel-
bloated?
Rachel Ray?
and stuff? Yeah.
Really?
Well, I mean, she's making money now. She's eating good. Why can't she just?
Well, no. It's not because she's not like she has gained some weight with age, but it's like very clear she has alcoholism face, according to allegedly
Really?
to these people. Yes,
Allegedly, Rachel Ray is on the sauce. She's a drunk.
allegedly.
So, as two former drunks are in the room, guys, what do you think? If you were to look at a picture of Rachel Ray, could you determine if she was a drunk or not? With a new TV,
Probably not.
We can get a
Pull
TV
it
up
up.
here.
I can't. I can't.
Pull it up.
Is Rachel Ray a drunk?
I can't really size that up.
We're gonna get a TV in here soon.
Have you guys heard the conspiracy that Sexy Red has Down syndrome? Have you heard that?
I know people say she looks like Young Thug.
It's,
You know,
it's
my
on the internet.
ex-girlfriend-
People are like
My ex-girlfriend told me
taking
that
like
she
weird
has-
shots of her head and being like, look at the shape of her skull. She's got
so
like
it's,
malformations.
What's
of,
that called?
Downs.
What is it?
I don't know.
When-
you talking?
It's like they used it for slaves.
I just
so it's racism.
It's,
no, I
you're
just
talking
use-
about
I just call everything
yeah.
retarded.
It's called phrenology, right?
Phrenology.
Phrenology.
Oh,
Yeah.
phrenology, the study of like the head shape and shit. Right?
Everything circles back. We're back to phrenology.
Dude. I mean, as you know, I talked about physiognomy before. On
Yeah,
here.
physiognomy. Yeah.
You know, that's a good science. It's a good science. You look at someone and be like, he's untrustworthy. Look at his eyes, too beady.
Yeah.
What's that the study of, John?
A nigga face.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the study of a person's face. Remember, nigga is interchangeable with people. And niggas is people. This is what you people have a problem understanding. Okay. When
Yeah.
I say niggas, I mean people, not black people, just people.
I don't think
Yeah, me too.
anyone had a problem with it. What?
Same for me.
Yes, I know.
That's why they call me. That's why they call me hard R.
Hard R, Charlie with the
yeah.
hard R.
Same with bitch though. I just say bitch all the time.
You know, that right there is a that's too.
Charlie's been using bitch a lot.
It's
Yeah, it's
getting
too
worse.
loose.
It's getting worse since I moved to Memphis.
Yeah,
he said bitches love reading.
The algorithm is gonna love this episode.
I'm saying it though. It's me saying it. I said nigga the other day at a show, and people kind of clammed up, and I was like, they're like, damn, that's me.
I clammed up when I heard you say it now.
Damn.
Does it hurt your feelings when people say it?
What, nigger or nigga?
Yeah.
Which one?
Hard R. Well,
Hard
either
R.
either when a white guy says either one.
I'm annoyed by it.
Yeah.
Right. I'm not driven to violence. If it's like he's screaming in my face, I'm a nigger. I'm like, okay, well, let's figure this out. Do I need to attack you? Is he about to attack me? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like,
Yeah. Because something's happening.
Sometimes-
When that's going on, something is happening right
he
now.
he could be just a fucking asshole, and because look, dude, it's you can get away with it. I've definitely checked people by saying the N-word, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like
There's
not
been several comedy open mics that have been canceled because white guys say the N-word.
mine in particular. A white business canceled me because a white comedian said nigger on my stage, and I couldn't. I mean, we ousted him. You know what I'm saying? We figured it out, and then he showed up here. I had 2 different shows going on at the same time.
I think, didn't he also show up to Lamplighter? Because
I bet-
I was
I
like,
bet.
whoa, why is everybody freaking out about this guy? And then I realized I
This is
found
the
out the
N-word. This
story.
is the N-word guy.
And you never want to be known as that guy.
What you want to be?
So did he go for it and just?
Dude, you want to tell you? Okay, so he basically got on
Yeah.
stage. He basically got on stage, and this was the bit. He says, "I've been talking to my daughter is getting she's in high school now, and she is like interested in boys more and more. So I told her you can bring any type of boy home, black, white, Asian, I don't care, just no niggers." And then when
That's
room,
the joke.
that's the bit.
Okay.
And then when the room was like, "Hey, yo, what the fuck?" He was like, No. I'm okay with the blacks. Just no niggers. And he was like, I just don't understand. It's like I don't think he had the mental processing IQ to understand what he did. Like, you know,
like,
the social intelligence.
I think I was very clear.
Right. I was like,
I'm fine with black people.
I love black people.
Just not those ones.
And then right at the same time, right? 5 black comedians and their one white friend from Arkansas walked in while he was being like, no, nigger is okay.
I can't believe he kept saying.
He kept
I've
on
never
saying-
heard the joke until now. I didn't know the context. I just knew he said.
Well, I mean,
it.
first of all, that's
And
a
then-
Chris Rock joke from the 90s.
I know.
Yeah, so
I know.
it's not
The-
even like a joke that you came up with.
Right. The punchline is a very famous Chris Rock. bit.
Yeah. so first of all, that's not even your joke to begin with. I don't know.
He's gone now.
When I started comedy, I was like, I'm gonna be so funny.
I won't say the
I'm
N-word.
gonna be able to say it. I'm gonna write a joke that's so good that people aren't even gonna be mad.
Look, I challenge you, Charlie, to do it. I challenge you.
I challenge you to keep your job.
He's not gonna lose his job. That's why Charlie still does comedy. He's secure in his job.
Yeah.
Do you know how? Do you? Engineers are needed. He's not going. Oh,
That's true.
Oh, you said it, the N-word?
Until the robots can do.
You said
do
the
the
N-word?
job for me.
Well, let's get you a different, better job. Somebody's gonna hire you and give you more money.
So that'd be funny. So it's like, we heard your work.
It's commendable that you work with them.
I think I'm getting fired. They're like, son, we need to have a conversation with you. You're getting a raise. We heard what you said on your podcast 2 nights ago, and
horrible. We heard we heard it killed on stage too. You're a talent. You're a talent among us engineers, and we got to promote you.
Oh, hey, I have a scenario.
Yeah.
Okay. So Charlie gets to do a movie. Okay, it's a Tarantino movie.
All right.
Okay.
And you're like, oh my God, so happy for your friend. My boy's in a
yeah,
Tarantino
hell
movie.
yeah.
Okay, but he is
The N-word guy.
He's the N-word guy.
Not
No.
Tarantino, because Tarantino is exclusively it's usually him and Tarantino. Tarantino and the other guy are the N-word
Yeah,
guys.
he always is in the movie
and he
himself
also
saying
is
it.
the N-word. Right.
It's like
He's got to have feet.
You got feet
And the N-word.
Right, a beautiful woman showing him feet and
like-
saying nigger. Quentin Tarantino.
And you're like, hey man, why are you saying that word in your movie? And you're like, it was in the script. It's like, motherfucker, you wrote the script. You wrote the script and you cast yourself.
What do you say? He's like
To be this character.
What is in Pulp Fiction? He's like, do I look like?
He goes,
a
is there a
dead
sign out front?
Dead niggers. I need dead niggers here. It's like, what are you doing, Quentin? Right, and then
And he also says it in
he says it in every movie he's in. There's not a time that Quentin Tarantino.
Jackie Brown? He says it in Jackie Brown?
Is he in Jackie Brown?
He says it.
I don't think he is.
He says it in Reservoir Dogs. He says it in what's the other one? Foxy Brown. Oh no,
Is he in Jackie Brown? I don't think he's in Jackie Brown.
No, I don't
I
think
can't,
he's
I
in
can't
I
think
don't
of when
think
he
he's
is.
in Jackie Brown.
I would
I
argue.
don't have a ledger, but if you were hey, look, you know what?
Okay, but
I'm
Charlie
gonna ask
gets
AI.
it.
I'm gonna ask AI.
Yeah, so I'm
do you
just
judge him?
I'm like I'm the DiCaprio character from
Yeah.
Django.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm just like, John,
Do
I
you
don't know
think-
if this is a good look for me, man.
If I
You're
wanted
just like,
$500 for a good nigga, you give me a good nigga. What? No, I'm sorry, guys. Look, I done said it so many times. This episode is shot. We can't even put it on the internet right
Yeah, we're going to have to start over.
Yeah. And
Dave, clip that, Dave.
Hey, the internet. John's black. He can say it.
I don't know. if
Come
you
on.
noticed. Look at these dreadlocks. These flowing, beautiful dreadlocks.
So y'all want to hear
Beautiful.
some fucked up shit?
Yeah.
So I was reading this article. It was like, this one guy's like saying how the founding fathers, like, they're overrated, and his whole thing was that like a lot of them had slaves, right? Like that. I mean, and that's a pretty big deal. Like,
yeah.
you gotta.
Our country is founded on.
You got to point that
slavery,
out.
yeah.
You got to point that out. But this dude was saying. But here's what nobody knows is that, slaves, like most slave owners did not actually own their slaves. They had like a mortgage on the slaves. So like the way you have it on a house.
They were renting the slaves.
They never. It's like because they were very expensive. It was expensive to have a slave.
All right, who owned it though?
Well, the bank, I guess.
Who owned the bank, Dave?
If you're back to executive producer, you're back to defending the Jews.
Tell the truth, Dave. Who owned the bank?
So his whole point
that's
was
too far
he was
back
like
for me.
he was like
that's too far back. My records. I have no records.
so his
Okay.
whole point was he was like these guys couldn't have just freed their slaves because they didn't actually own them. Isn't that fucking crazy? Because like
I'll have to do more research.
you know what I
on it.
mean?
That is crazy.
like
If
if you
true,
if
crazy.
yeah, I mean it's like if you have a house but you've only paid off like 10% of the house, like you can't just burn down your house, like that's
Yeah.
like you
Well,
know
you can.
well, I mean I don't think you can. I'm sure you get
well, no, that's what you
It's
have
not your
insurance.
house.
Yeah, but that's why you have insurance.
Insurance
if your
on the
house
house?
burns down. Yeah.
Well, anything that you are putting payments on over a certain amount, you have to have insurance on.
Yeah.
A car, a house.
yeah. Like what happens if you
Wait,
total
wait.
your car that you haven't paid off hardly at all?
Well, that's why you
typically have like
It's
full
what's
insurance.
it called? There's a loan. There's a
Gap insurance.
Gap insurance. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's
you
until
pay
you,
for gap insurance.
that's until you get actual insurance. They're just forcing you to pay for insurance until you go to a different company in their
No,
field.
there's because when I bought my car, there's some type of added thing that you can have that if you total your car, they pay for your payments while you're either going to buy a new car or while you're waiting for your car to be fixed, whatever. Well, I guess if it's totaled, you can't fix it, but
And all of this applied to slavery.
Yeah, I mean you can't. Like,
I don't know.
Like what if you just freed your car? You're like it's free now. It can go frolic with the other
Quentin Tarantino.
Toyotas
Quentin
in the
Tarantino
fields.
is in as an actor in 9 of his own movies. Right?
Okay.
He says it in Reservoir Dogs. He says it in Pulp Fiction. He says it in 4 Rooms. He says it in From Dusk
I've
Till
never
Dawn.
seen that one.
He says it in Jackie Brown. Well, he provided the voice for the answering machine, so no, he didn't say it. In Kill Bill, he was a member of the 88 gang, so he didn't say it then. In Death Proof, he said
I've never
it
seen Death Proof.
as the bartender. In Glorious Bastards, he doesn't say it. And in
He
Django
just-
Unchained, he says it. So 7 out of the 9 movies he's in, he says the N-word.
That's crazy.
That's so funny, man.
I said, oh, okay, look, Dave. This is for the clip, okay?
Yep.
Quentin Tarantino says the N-word 7 times out of the 9 times he appears in his own movies as an actor. Okay? I hope
Yeah.
I said that clearly. But he really likes the N-word, and he really likes casting great black actors. So I don't know if that's a good... Keeley, what's up with your Japanese fun time hour?
Oh. Well, I have one thing from Japan and one from Korea. One is sad.
Who's
and-
better, guys? If you were to pick a better Asian community, Koreans or Japanese, what would you pick?
I'm picking Koreans.
I like Korean food more, I think.
I just feel like Korean people get us.
You think?
No, dude.
I think Japanese
It's
people.
it's the Japs, bro.
No, dude.
I don't
Korean
think
people
can you
get
say,
Americans.
Can you say that?
I know the Korean film industry right now is
It's popping.
Popping
Korean-
off.
But look,
Korean
but look.
horror films.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
yeah.
good.
Dude, but the Japanese got ramen, karate, PlayStation, anime.
Do they have karate? Is
Yeah.
that Japanese?
They all
Yeah.
have noodles.
Oh.
It's karate.
They're all good.
Look, I saw a clip of a thing. Check this out. I saw a clip. This is like an Asian guy podcast. They're all talking, and it's like a Japanese dude telling the history of it. So, boxing in like American style boxing, like fisticuffs, is older in Japan than karate is.
Really?
The Okinawans were practicing what was considered karate, but they called it Chinese boxing. So the Japanese government, in an attempt to distance themselves from the West and China, they're like, nah, rename it to karate, empty hand, right? And it's a propaganda thing. So
Interesting.
yeah, so karate in the motherfucking modern form is just Okinawans, which are different people than the Japanese, copying kung fu.
Wow.
It's a rebrand. It's an R&D. It's a rebrand and redistribute.
Okay.
Well,
All right. Well, here, do we want to hear about Japan or Korea first?
I'm picking the Japs. Who do y'all pick?
Koreans.
Oh man, Koreans.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Sorry, John.
So,
Side note. Went to that new Vietnamese place in Crosstown.
Yeah, is it good?
Go there.
Is it good?
It's
Amazing.
great.
Okay. You been to Peony yet? Petals of Peony?
Oh no, I
No.
want to though. I've heard
That's
it's great.
very good.
I've heard it's really good.
It's very good. Them them some real Chinese folks, bro. Them some real Chinese.
Those dudes are China all the way.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
Korean.
So this is and I
guys, welcome to another edition of Keeley's Korean History Corner.
Right. This time.
It should just be the Asian history corner.
Okay,
'Cause I
guys.
go,
okay. Wait,
There's
stop.
4 corners in this room.
Right,
You
stop.
can do Korea. You can do Japan.
You can do China.
You can do Vietnam, China.
That's why we have the map.
So no Laos,
No.
no Thailand.
No brown Asians. No India. none of the spicy Asians. Only the white ones.
Okay.
Clip that, Dave.
Don't
Hanoi.
clip that day.
Nowhere south of Hanoi.
Anyway, okay. So this is about a legal case that I listened to another podcast about that I thought was
Oh,
really
cool.
interesting. I thought y'all would find
please
interesting.
share it.
Okay, so there was in Korea
Korea.
a school for students with special needs, and it
North
was
or
one of
South?
South, obviously.
Or unified Korea. Okay.
So the school was designed for students with special needs. It was supposed to be really innovative, and of course, because it was a special private school, it was very expensive.
Wow.
And
this
so,
was like recent.
no,
past,
I
or-
believe this was in
The
like
80s, the 70s?
like 70s, 80s.
70s,
I
80s,
didn't do
okay.
enough research on it for like specifics, but it was like at least 20 years ago.
Okay.
So
So the 2000s.
yeah, no.
So 40 years ago.
Let's call it the
yeah.
90s.
Okay, then whatever.
Let's call
Anyway,
it the 90s.
date doesn't matter.
For our mind's picture, let's picture the 90s.
We
and
love the 90s.
So people were going to the school, and there was a bus driver who broke the news on what I'm about to tell you about. And so the bus driver knew about this event because when he was driving, he was very friendly. All the kids loved him, and this girl was talking to him on her way home, and she told him, "Oh yeah, one of my teachers did da 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 da," and she described a horrific sexual assault.
Oh my
But
God.
if she was so young, she didn't realize that.
What, the teacher was a man or
Yeah,
the teacher
yeah.
was a woman?
A man.
Okay.
And she was so young, and of course she had special needs, and so she did not realize that she had been sexually assaulted. Well, the bus driver, it took everything in him not to like go and seek this teacher out and like fight him. And so the bus, and in Korea, if anything like this happens, everyone like knows it's bad, but you're not supposed to speak up to your boss or anything because the culture there is like, if they're in charge of you, like nothing you say matters essentially.
Really?
Yeah. So if you get fired from a job, you basically cannot get hired again. Like it's a very tricky system there with hiring practices. But so this bus driver didn't know what to do because he was so angry.
That's why you gotta love America, baby. USA.
But anyway, so it turns out that the vice principal of the school had been sexually assaulting almost all the female students, like the whole time the
Oh
school
my
had been
God.
open. Yeah.
Wow.
And I don't want to
needs-
like get into
So
like,
it's a special needs school? So
Special
Yes.
needs
yeah.
girls.
So he got hired there and he knew
Gotta
what he
kill
was
him.
doing. Yeah.
You gotta shoot
Well, so here's
and these were high school?
no
Middle
like
school?
grade
These are
school,
children.
like grade school,
Children.
middle school, children.
Oh, yeah. You gotta
Yeah.
kill them. You gotta skin them
Well,
alive.
here's
That guy.
here's the crazy part, and
You
I
gotta
wanted to
drown
tell
him.
you all about it. So
Yeah,
I didn't
pull
want
his
to
dick
get
off.
all the like assault stuff, but finally the parents found out and they tried to sue the school. But because it was special needs students and because the school had such good lawyers
the
and
testimony
everything,
was inadmissible, basically?
yeah, so
Oh,
they
man.
claimed it was like, I guess their version of a mistrial or something like that, and they had to go on trial again. So the first time they got like probation or
Yeah.
something, but the way their law system works there, the max time that this guy got was like 4 years.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
but you see, but look, clearly.
See, that's
Oh, wait. Is there any more to the story? I'm sorry.
Well, so that was the
Yeah.
first trial.
Okay.
But he got off on like probation or whatever. But then they finally got enough evidence, and the bus driver finally was like, "Okay, I'm going to speak up and give my testimony."
Okay.
And then I think he got sentenced to whatever was the maximum sentence at that time.
Which is 4 years, you said?
No. It was much longer. But
Okay,
the
okay.
first trial, the maximum sentence for him was 4 years because of the.
Do you have the how long it took to get to the second trial? Was it many
It
years
was.
later?
It was. That was the issue. Was because it was reported like the kids who it had happened to were grown at this point. And so that was part of it. It was like the what's it called? A limitation
Statute of limitations, yeah.
that came into play. But yeah, isn't that crazy?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
but if he was a chomo then, he's a chomo now. You
Oh,
gotta,
yeah,
you
you
gotta
gotta
get
kill
him out.
that guy.
Yeah, you gotta.
Oh
get him
yeah,
out of
I'm
there.
all about like kill pedophiles.
Yeah. Or
The only cure
chemical
for a pedophile is a
castration or
bullet. No.
rip their dick off.
No.
Dead.
Dead. You
Dead,
have,
dead.
You can
have
still
to
assault
remove.
someone without genitals.
You
That's
have
true.
to. You have to remove them from the gene pool. Darwin Awards. You played the game. You chose.
Yeah.
Wrong, you chose wrong. Fucker.
You chose wrong.
You know what I'm saying? You get to get the fuck up out of here. And I think it needs to be like publicly displayed. We need to be more like barbaric when it comes to punishing
Yeah.
the worst of our criminals.
Like are y'all familiar with Gary Plache?
No.
The guy who shot his
yes,
son's
yeah,
molester in the airport.
Yes. He pulled the fucking revolver.
Yeah,
and
that's
shot him.
pretty cool.
He was like faking on the
I've
phone.
seen that
Yeah.
video.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've
every
seen that
year
video.
it just came out. The anniversary just came out. Like
Yeah.
every year, the internet reposts that video. So shout out to Gary Plache for defending your family.
Yeah.
I mean,
Great man.
Yeah, I mean, too late, but you did defend your family, the honor of your family.
Yeah.
Well, his son like got kidnapped by the karate guy.
It was kidnapping.
Yeah, well, yeah. So it was kidnapping, and then he like had him like hostage and was assaulting him for like multiple days.
Oh yeah, gotta kill him.
Yeah.
Gotta kill him. I don't even have children, but I think that just sucks. It's just disgusting, bro.
Yeah.
You know, like it.
I
'Cause
don't
I know kids. They don't know nothing.
I don't
you don't
understand
deserve-
how people don't all agree. With,
That we should kill those guys?
yeah.
Dude, okay, so I read this crazy thing, right? Where it's like, and this is kind of a convoluted topic, so bear with me on my explaining of it, right? But the extreme leftism uses avatars that are the most damaging to society to pick and choose where they where they deem morality, right?
What do
So-
you mean avatars though?
So check this out, right? If it's Charlie versus Keeley, right? Keeley is a woman,
Yeah.
right? And we her testimony of whatever events happen are more valid than yours because in whatever instance that there's an altercation, she is going to be the victim most times or viewed as the victim.
Yeah.
Right? Now you change the avatar, right? It's now Keeley and me, right? Keeley's still a victim because I'm a man.
Yeah.
Right? Black man at that, right? Change the avatar again, right? Keeley is a trans woman,
Okay.
right? And you're the aggressor now,
Okay.
right? She's going to be the victim still. The person that can move the needle forward more as a bigger victim will be used and defended. So it could be that a black woman was assaulted by a trans person, right? Well, because the trans person is
They outrank the black woman.
They outrank the black woman, and the victim.
Yeah, but where do kids come in on this?
Kids don't come in on this because people don't believe children have agency.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? And that's where it's
And they
fucked
don't
up.
vote. That's another
fucked
thing
up.
is they
And
don't vote.
And so the grand flaming pyre of liberalism is like, okay, children can be burned at the stake because they're not real victims yet. They can't even voice their victimization.
I don't know if that's true though.
It might not be. It might not be true.
Thinking about like school shootings because it's very much like gun control is very much a liberal policy want or need.
Right, but there's a thing where if the school shooter is a mentally deranged trans person, they will hide that fact. They will, you know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Because the trans person is a avatar of liberalism. You know?
I don't think that happened with the Nashville shooter though.
It definitely did.
Yeah, they tried to keep the manifesto hidden, but it got out because it had a lot of stuff about how Christianity is the straight people are evil and their Christianity is making them like genocide trans people. So it was a very politically motivated
So it's like
attack.
they
didn't want that to get out.
So there's like a ranking of what pushes the needle forward in.
Yeah, but nobody cares about kids. It's like you can beat the shit. You can beat kids. Like,
I mean, kids are dying every day in schools, and what do we do about
They're getting
it
blown
besides
up.
complain?
They're getting blown
And
up.
it-
They're
that
getting
doesn't
blown up in
happen.
Blown
Gaza.
up
They're
in
getting blown up
Gaza.
in Gaza, and
Yeah.
people don't care. You know what I'm saying? So
blown
it's
up
like,
a lot of places.
Yeah, and so it's
God, I'm sad.
yeah. Let's okay. So that was a Japanese. I mean, that was a Korean one. All right. What's the Japanese one?
Okay, so this is about a folklore character called Teke.
Okay.
Have you heard?
No. I
No.
have not.
Okay.
Is
so
he an animal?
She
Okay.
was a human woman.
Human woman.
And it all goes back to assault. I'm sorry. She was assaulted by
Do
soldiers
we have a
in
time frame?
World War II.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
At least this is the
Teke is a lady during World War II. All
and
right.
she was assaulted by soldiers.
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh,
and
wow.
she-
Japanese soldiers.
Yes.
So this is a new myth.
Yes. hmm
Okay.
And so she tried to get away and she ran towards the train station, but a train came and basically like cut her in half.
Okay.
Okay. And it was so cold that like all of the nerves and muscles and blood and whatever like froze. And so
Oh,
she
wow.
stayed alive.
Oh,
and
wow.
so the ghost of Teke comes after people who have heard the story. So now that you've all heard the story, 3 days from now, she's supposed to visit you.
Oh,
Ooh.
sweet.
Ooh.
Hope she's
Um,
hot.
Well, she is an upper torso.
if you met a girl and she didn't have any lower half,
That
would
mouth still
you
work.
let her blow her?
That
Would
mouth-
you let her
that-
blow you?
That mouth still work, dude. Is it
is
haunted?
there a boo button for that?
Is it bro?
No, we don't have a boob.
Hold on, wait. Hit the
Top right.
the joke button.
The
You're-
closest to you. The one that's closest to you. No, not
the
that
other one. The other one. No, the other one. That
All right,
Boom.
that's the joke.
Okay, but
That's
but,
so we're just kidding.
So some say that this was an accident and it wasn't actually an assault, but some say it was suicide because she was so ashamed of what had happened to her.
that's
Yeah.
victim blaming, right? Or is that just Japanese culture suicide type deal?
Probably more Japanese culture. Suicide is a very common thing,
Sure.
especially for shame in
Yeah.
society. But so
they're
you're
all
supposed
very
to
shame-based cultures, aren't they?
aren't we all?
The Asian, I guess we all are.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, I mean, ours
But
manifests through religion,
but like
Puritanism.
it's like the
or
thing you
whatever.
said about like the hierarchies and like if you get fired, like nobody will hire. Like they call it saving face, right?
Yeah.
Face is the concept.
Mhm.
I know I had a Korean buddy who said like that's in Korea that's like everything.
Oh,
It's
dude,
like,
Yes.
the whole Asian concept of dishonoring family or it's so important. Like I had a Chinese roommate in college, and we used to make fun of him now, but now I respect it. But it's like, do not dishonor my family.
Okay. But so Teke, she can crawl up to 150 kilometers per hour, so you cannot escape her, even
150
with a car.
150 kilometers an hour is what, 300 miles per hour?
No.
it's like 100, like 100 miles.
100?
An hour.
Like
Isn't that
nine-
2 point? Isn't
like-
that not, is that 2.2?
That's a.
It's 0.6.
That's kilograms. That's
Yeah, to pounds. I
Yeah.
believe you're. Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm tripping.
She's also she's looking for her missing legs. So
Yo, where they at, little mama? Where them legs
Yeah.
at?
I got
Sexy
I got a
ass
leg right
legs.
here for you.
Right.
whoa.
Woo.
The third leg.
Techie. What about sucky? What you got for
Okay.
that? What you got for
Okay.
that?
Nothing.
Nothing?
I didn't write that one down.
Boom. No, look, I'm not attracted to Asian demon women,
But
but if
however,
now that I'm cursed by it, I heard the story. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got 3 days.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
And so does
because
the audience. 3 days.
They only
Because
give you 3 days.
You only
yeah.
have 3 days.
I'm a dude. I'm gonna fucking
I feel
get
like a week is standard. to be
yeah, I
haunted.
mean, shit.
3 days.
The Ring,
right.
7 days.
Dude, she's efficient. She's Japanese.
What about the Rising of Christ? 3 days.
Yes, very true.
Mhm. Okay. What else is 3 days? I feel like 3 days is common.
3 days is common in lore.
Yeah.
I don't know. This-
Isn't Bloody Mary 3 days? Because I was going to connect it
No,
to Bloody
it's,
Mary.
It's like
I think the story goes on the third day, Jesus came back and sucked your soul
Okay.
no.
out of your body.
This is a
No,
this
well,
is a
yeah.
Christian
Blasphemy.
this is a
That's
Christian
blasphemy.
podcast. God damn it, David!
To
You
listeners
don't-
at home, please disregard our
You're-
producer. He's back
He's
being
Jewish.
again.
He's
so
Jewish. He don't believe in the Lord
don't
and Savior.
listen to anything he has to.
You say Bloody
to
Mary
say.
3 times though.
Not what I be saying is Jesus Christ 3 times. Jesus
Beetlejuice?
Christ. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
I've heard people. I know people who have said don't fuck with that stuff.
Oh yeah.
The Bloody Mary stuff.
Oh, yeah?
That they've seen some shit.
What they see?
I don't know. I'm scared
No.
of that. I grew up Pentecostal, so
Don't invite don't invite demons into your house.
No, I
Yeah.
agree.
And I feel
agree.
that.
I agree. I mean, it's the whole like vampire thing, right? Vampires can't come into your house unless invited.
Mhm.
And so
That's true. What did you think of Nosferatu? Have you seen it?
I ain't seen it, but
It's amazing.
I heard she fucks him.
Yeah.
Why?
Spoiler.
Is it a spoiler? It's been
No,
out.
I mean she kind of
an old-
fucks him right at the start too, right?
I mean, would you say that she does?
Is it ghost rape? Is it?
It's like ghost rape. Yeah, he like fucks her from he like remote fucks her.
But she gives consent. It's not rape, right?
I don't know. I ain't seen it,
She
I think
does.
it's
She
pretty-
does.
I think it's a
consent in
pretty-
the-
Yeah.
bro. So like my homie that I trust,
Yeah.
he went and saw it, right? And then the only thing he said was like, bro, she fucks the monster, bro. I'm like, oh damn. And I was like, is it good? He's like, yeah, it's straight.
I mean, it's a very
Yeah.
sexual film.
Yeah,
It's
very,
very
very.
sexual.
Dark and sexual.
Mhm.
Period piece.
It's a fucking goth soft porn. Is what it is.
Yeah,
I liked it.
Nosferatu is goth soft
I'm
porn.
obsessed with
Clip that.
the Carpathian Mountains right now, which is like
Carpe.
that's where
Mountains.
Dracula lives, is in the Carpathian Mountains.
I thought you lived in what was that place? called?
Transylvania.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a place, right?
Used to be.
Vlad the Impaler.
It's like Romania.
What about that torture method? The
Impaling?
the eagle, the eagle,
The
thing,
eagle?
where they'd pull their lungs out and make them look like wings.
Like
Whoa, what?
You ever heard about
They
this?
do
No,
that in
tell me something.
It's a
Midsummer.
Viking thing, right?
Tell-
Yeah, it's a Viking thing. Yeah,
They do it in
So-
Midsummer.
So what is
A
it?
blood eagle.
yeah,
the
that's
Mid-
what it's
The
called.
Midsummer Night's Dream. The
No.
No, the movie Midsummer.
I ain't seen that.
You never
one
seen
either.
that
Oh,
one?
you should watch Midsummer.
It's really good.
So
As
the-
It's a horror movie.
yeah.
Dude, I'm not really into horror movies like that. Like, but I'll check
It's
it out.
really good.
No,
If
it's
it-
really
no,
good.
like if it this right here is my rule. If it gets recommended and that is your diagnosis, then I will see it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it a lot,
Good.
and it made me realize I would probably join a cult.
It's on the list.
Yeah.
So Midsummer, they have the blood wings on there.
They blood eagle a guy.
Yeah,
Kind of similar.
it's very similar.
And so, is it a monster or is it people?
You'll have to find out.
Yeah, I don't want to ruin anything.
So-
It's such a good movie. You should just
It's
watch
very,
it.
very good,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a breakup movie, really. It kind of is.
So my whole joke about it was
Yeah.
like
I'm gonna laugh.
I was doing a joke about it.
I'm gonna laugh at that when I watch it later. I'm like,
So I was doing a joke about it for a while, where it's like I relate with the boyfriend because it's like he clearly didn't do the homework. Everybody's going to
yeah.
this place like they're supposed to have been reading about this culture like all year in his like advanced anthropology class that he's in, and homeboy just knows nothing. He has no idea what the fuck's going on, and so like
And then
as
he sees a
co-
hot girl.
yeah.
which leads to ruin.
And then
sometimes.
as a college slacker, I'm like, that's who I am in this story, is that guy who wasn't fucking paying attention. And now
Charlie says he's a college shocker, and he's the guy with the best job in the room.
yeah, well, it took me 8 fucking years to get a 4-year degree, so I don't
Yeah,
know.
no, you're a good man.
I didn't know that.
He's
I mean,
retarded.
I wasn't in college the whole time, but I dropped out because
He's retarded.
I was
What?
I was retarded.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yep.
Also, I was a alcoholic.
Oh, that's right.
So
That's right.
Raging or just regular?
like
If you had to give it a level, were you like
man.
destroy your whole life forever?
Yeah, I was pretty destructive.
Yeah, but you recovered, so you weren't that bad.
I was
Well, even like really bad.
And look, as Charlie,
addicts can recover.
I'm your friend, right?
Yeah.
I would never play with the decision that you wanted to not drink, right? Even
Mhm.
at your bachelor party, no one played with it, right?
yeah,
You play with it. You're like, I'm gonna get some unalcoholic beers,
non-alcoholic
with
beer.
beers. I'm gonna hang out with the homies and still be in the mix, which is cool.
Yeah.
Commendable. But, you didn't destroy anyone's life. Like you weren't like a level 10 alcoholic. You were
No,
like
I
a
mean,
5.
I was trying to destroy my own life.
That's a 6.
Well, okay.
Until you're like beating your children and your wife and you justifying it, sneaking it, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
You're just probably
No.
you're overindulging to the point of you weren't being
I
responsible.
think
anymore.
yeah.
That's a
I don't
6.
know.
That's a
I
6.
did shit where I was like, was I trying to kill myself? Because I feel like some of that shit, I'm like, I might have been fucking trying to kill myself.
That's a 6, bro.
Yeah. Okay.
Did you do anything gay?
No.
Yeah, so you're not even gay. You're not really a drunk, bro. You're just like you just play with it a little bit.
No. I mean, I'm not going
I don't
back. I know that much.
See, there you go. There you go.
Ew.
There you go. Good job.
Sobriety.
Sobriety is a good thing for losers like you.
Hey, I'm pretty much sober too. I have like 1 drink a year.
I need to go back to AA. That's what I need to do.
Why?
I need to go back.
Why? Because I just called you a loser?
No, because it's like,
It's good?
because
Is it good?
I've heard it's good.
it's good. It's good for you. Yeah, and
If I show-
alcohol isn't the problem.
If I show up to AA,
I'm still the problem.
if
You
I
know
show
what I
up-
mean?
If I show up to an AA meeting, right, and I'm not gonna ever push anybody to drink, right, or even like hang out because I know that's where drinking happens, right, is when you're having fun.
Yeah.
What I would do is like try to be an aggressor and challenge them to a very like hard one-on-one basketball game,
Uh-huh.
or if they're like if they're like a worthy opponent, I'd be like, yo, let's box.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's if you're gonna be fighting your demons, might as well fight me too.
Yeah. I've never seen a boxing match break out in an AA meeting, but
Well, AA is not just for alcoholics, though, right? I've heard like
What- is this
sex
what it stands-
addicts
is this
go
what it-
there.
is this
what it
Well,
stands-
that's what it stands for. But I've heard like sex addicts can go there.
They got-
like they've got all types of stuff.
they got
It's-
different groups usually.
It's the methodology is good for
The
any
12
addiction,
steps,
right?
yeah.
And it's,
yeah.
it's admit you suck.
Well, the whole thing
decide
is
that you
it's
wanna
not
change.
it's not the booze. It's you. Like you're fucked in the head. Like you got
So what did you- so-
something is wrong with you that you're trying to fill
Did you-
that hole in yourself
Did
with
you find out what the
booze.
hole was?
No, that's why I need to go back to AA.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, no, that when you start getting sober, you start realizing like that, sex can be drugs, food can be drugs, like, just like
Yeah, but
everything in
what's
your
your
life
drug?
is drugs.
But that right there is
buying things,
well, no, well, check this out though, right? Like
sneakers.
Food
like-
is my drug.
Oh man.
well, see, like sin. I read a very interesting thing about sin, where it's like every single thing that man can fail for is a sin that the angels that were cast out perfected, right? And so they're whispering in your ear, trying to get you to commit the easiest sin that is there for you, right?
Yeah.
So I I don't know if it's necessity or by nature. It's like I'm kind of like my friends call me stoic. I don't feel that way, but I could be. Well, I lose to pride and wrath more often than not. Where I'm very cocky, to a fault.
Sure.
And I'm quick to anger to a fault. And so it's like gluttony in its various forms, right? Which is it's food, lust, and avarice,
Yeah.
right? These are the three other skill trees of sin, and it's like these attack you when you have weakness in
Deficits in other areas of your psyche, or
it's what did the thing say? Is like you have weakness not in your own constitution, but in regulating the external pleasures of the world, right? It's like you can't regulate how you interface with the world. So it's like, oh, it's food. Nom 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 nom. It's pussy. Nom 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 nom. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just there's no governor.
Yeah.
And
you believe in demons?
You're a demon, dude.
Me? Why?
I don't know.
No, you were just saying stuff.
Sometimes it feels like it's real.
Okay, I have a story.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't really.
This is the last story. We got cut. Or I got to get out of here soon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I was freshman year of college. I'm back home, and
This is in Arkansas, right?
yes, and my mom had moved to Texas, and so I was staying in her room, and it was just me and my grandfather. And so I go and I shower in the master bath, whatever, and I come out and I had both night lamps on next to the bed. So I come in from my shower, and all of a sudden they just turn off, and I try to run out because it freaked me out, and the door won't open, and I'm screaming, and my grandfather comes and he opens the door, and then the lights come back on.
You had an apparition, bro.
See, was it, or was I just freaking out and couldn't open the door because I was freaking out, and there was just a short?
It's very logical, and this is why I say you're the best white female comic in Memphis. You're the best.
Your ability to use logic, in certain contexts,
you're amazing.
Makes you stand apart from
most
of the women that we know.
Caucasian, female, stand-up comedian. You are at the pinnacle of this town. No one really, they're not seeing you because you really stay with pen to paper. I love that shit about you, dude.
Yeah.
You're a good writer. But yeah, it's either you just had like a little.
It was real ghost.
It was like a fuse.
Case closed.
A fuse.
It was a fucking ghost.
A fuse malfunctioned in the house.
No, fuck that.
I mean, I lived in the country, so it could have been anything.
Was it a breaker or a fuse box? You know?
I don't know.
Yeah, you're a woman.
The demons live in the wires. That's where they live.
Electricity will kill you if you don't know.
That's why the Amish are living the right way.
Well, that's why they have
demons,
measles right now.
That's a different demon.
Yeah.
You can't get rid of
whole
all the
other
demons.
Where does measles come from? Fucking?
What? No. It's like airborne.
Oh, it's
like chicken pox
it's
or
a
anything.
respiratory
Yeah,
virus?
Well, that's why we have to get vaccinated for it, because it's so contagious.
Right. That's the when you're a baby, it's the MMR
Whatever.
measles, rubella, and something else, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does it kill you? Does measles kill you?
It can.
It can.
It can give you. There's a type of
Like spine.
Yeah, it's like something in here that it can get. Yeah.
Something in here.
Also, why haven't you guys changed it to Gulf of America?
We were actually going to cross that out and
yeah, put a
fix
little
So
sticker on top of
stupid.
it.
Yeah, I brought some tape and a marker.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, we're
True
no,
patriot.
we are true patriots over here.
No, just the producer.
This is-
just the producer.
this
No,
is
you're executive producer, bro.
this is a
Sorry.
historic map. It doesn't apply anymore.
All history is every day, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So
And I hate that I have to live in it.
it's cool.
It's better than the alternative.
Can we just start picking a place on the map and saying that's where we're broadcasting from each week?
Broadcasting from Angola.
I'm trying to go to the Carpathian Mountains, dude. I'm going to Slovakia.
Well, that's where we are.
We're going to Slovakia, guys. Next episode will be broadcasted live
from Slovakia,
from
dude.
Slovakia.
Hopefully, I can find me a Slovakian girlfriend.
We're gonna have
Are they
some
cool
nice-
with the swirl in Slovakia?
Bro, I think
they're
you
pretty
would
racist there.
Yeah. Okay.
I think
Any-
you'd crush. I think you would crush.
People are more racist in Europe than you'd think.
Yeah, I
No, not that I think I know, but I also am an American, so they hate me twice.
I don't know, dude. They might be
Yeah.
fine with us, dude. In Hungary and Slovakia.
I told this to you. Look, look, I'm not gonna reveal your product idea, right? But Charlie was like, "Hey, I'm gonna do this thing and I'm gonna give advice." I'm like, "That's great, but remember, Charlie, you're a 6'2" athletic.
I'm not
white-
6'2". No, I'm
I was
not.
about to say.
I'm
No,
6 foot.
You're 6 foot.
Yeah, I'm 6 foot.
He be wearing big shoes.
I do.
He's a 6 foot white man with
He's
nice.
a 6'8" white man.
He's with,
He plays for the Grizzlies.
right. Oh yeah.